This is a special facility in that it reflects the values of our community, from its theme being more agrarian, going back to the roots of what Waunakee, how it's originated as a village, and utilizing those themes throughout, and including our students in part of those discussions of what that should look like, and our staff being very integral in the design of how we use the space. I think that blends our educational aspects from our teachers along with the natural culture of our community.
Waunakee is a growing community. As part of their long-range planning process, they needed increased capacity.
When I drive by this school, it still amazes me how it fits into the surroundings. It really does blend into the farm fields. You know, the architects had that idea in mind. They said, you know, this is going to be part of a farming community, and they really hit it.
The window patterns, they emulate farm fields from above, you know, the gridded patchwork quilt. There's flooring and patterns in the building which look like rows of crops. Colors that we use for the building, really earthy tones, reminiscent of maybe harvest time. It's a large school, but there are small schools within the school. They call them villages. And those villages are all fashioned after earth, water, wind, and sun, the components necessary to make things grow, hence the agriculture theme brought into it.
Village is an area with 4 classrooms in it, and the classrooms can come together and talk. It's really just 4 classrooms in one big space.
The teacher engagement between teachers has become very strong within the village. So we have 4 teachers now that are working together for the best of all the students in that village and in the building, because then they share between villages, but they're now working together and collaborating on more than just content as we would have last year. It's more on culture together.
This is a much calmer building. In between classes, you really have that calm feeling. With that calmness brings better behavior.
Kids are a little more jazzed to come to school because of the uniqueness of the building.
In our old school, it was small and we couldn't do very many activities, and now we have the cardio room and a bigger gym to do more activities.
Our library is pretty amazing, so open and you can see everything around you.
My favorite part about the new school would probably be the villages and the club spaces, because I like all the different things that you can sit on, like the wiggle chairs, the cushions. You don't just have to work in your classroom, you can work in different areas of the school.
Previous years, the only other space that they had other than their classroom was the hallway. And that hallway was busy. The hallway was only 6-7 feet wide to begin with, plus it had lockers in there, so you really only had the middle 3 feet sometimes to have kids laying on the floor. So now they actually have a place to sit. They actually have a place to work at. When we're doing some of our labs and projects, they actually have space where their groups can meet and talk privately and do some planning. So I think it's just opened up more opportunities for kids to learn.
Sustainability was very important to the Waunakee Community School District, and really for 2 reasons. The first part is that it's economical. The things that were applied to this building end up saving money: LED lights, geothermal design, solar panels. The second piece is really the educational part. So these educational tools are applied throughout the building, and they're also part of the curriculum in science classes and other classes.
Every time that we design a building, we're hoping that we can make an impact on a student's life. If you think about it, this is their job to a certain degree. They spend a good portion of their lives in schools. And if we can contribute to the environments of those schools in a positive way for kids that somehow impacts their lives, that means everything.